Hustle Show. We got Michael B. Jordan, the director and the star of Creed 3. And, we know each other. We go way back all the way to Chad Science in Newark, okay?
The Corny kid, right?
No, I did not say that. Misquoted for sure. No, you did not hear me say. I said we used to make fun of the name, but yeah, he is obviously killing things out here.
Oh, you said I was corny back in high school. What do you think about me now? Still corny. Corny. You know what I'm saying? Justin, what do you mean by this? How can you be corny and you popping? Everybody knows who you are. You having money, you having cars, you having clothes. How can you be corny? What do you mean by this? Well, let's look at a few examples. The Michael B. Jordan's reaction proves that, yes, he is still a corny. Blessings to you all. I pray that you're feeling blessed and highly favored on today. Getting right into things, man. Unless you've been under a rock, I'm sure that you saw the reaction that we played at the beginning of this video, to where Michael B. Jordan stopped the whole interview and checked this woman on exposing him as a corny back in high school. You know what I mean? Now, my takeaway from this, because in the community, they were kind of torn. A lot of brothers, they found this to be ironic. They thought that this was such a wonderful moment in Black history for this man to get his get back. Yeah, that's what you get for calling them corny back in high school. You see, he's the man now. You're interviewing him, this, that, and the third. Well, I come here to tell you that, yes, he's still a corny and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? Let me deal with this first. The ideology across the board, for majority of individuals, they feel that they hold fast to the dream of, if I just attain money, if I just attain status, if I just attain quote unquote success, then that will abolish anything lame about me. The women will come, I'll be admired amongst my peers. But I come here to tell you that this is a lie. While you still may achieve all of these things, it is possible that you are still corny. And there's nothing wrong with that. You can have all of the cars in the world, you can have all of the money, all of the jewelry, and still be corny. Justin, what do you mean by this? How can you be corny and you popping? Everybody knows who you are. You having money, you having cars, you having clothes. How can you be corny? What do you mean by this? Well, let's look at a few examples. The first one being all of your favorite rappers. When rappers are authentic and they consider themselves really coming from, coming from the bottom and really making it, or they really consider themselves to be cut like that. What's the first thing all of them say? Man, I don't fuck no lame ass, these lame ass rap niggas, man. I don't even want to kick it, man. I ain't trying to be their homies, man. These rap niggas be lame as hell. What do they mean by that? Or do they mean that they're broke? Do they mean that they don't have shorties like that? Do they mean that these rappers are not driving cars? What are they meaning by this? I'll tell you exactly what they mean. They are meaning that these individuals are just not cut right. A lot of responses, a lot of things that your brain, the mind of a certain individual, the traits that you possess, and things that you come up being raised under, the things or the values that you hold, these individuals do not share or possess those same values. Or a lot of things to where you might have considered this to be funny or something to this effect, or to where certain things a man just wouldn't do. This individual may not feel the same, and this oftentimes lets you know where individuals are come from, or the way individuals were raised, or you might see the image being portrayed in one way, but then you get around this individual and it's something totally different. Once the guard comes down and they really let themselves loose as to who they are, you see that this individual is still a lame, or still corny. Their responses to certain things, how they conduct themselves around women. They might be a saver. They might be confessing all this type, or professing all of this pimping out their mouth and acting like they a Mac, this, that, and the third, but they really loving every woman down. They might just be inconsistent. They might be, they might not be about none of the stuff that they talking about. You might see them get tried by somebody and they just ball up like a little bit. Just let the nigga have it. You feel me? Like, just let you take their cookies. A whole bunch of stuff be going on to where folks still be lame. You know what I mean? Or you get around them and then they just do corny ass. You feel me? Like that. Some of these niggas just act like women act. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's a lot of things that go into somebody being considered to be corny. Now, a different example, and this is probably the best way that I can put it. Let's take Will Smith for an example. Now, Will Smith, to me, is really, Michael B. Jordan is Will Smith. When you look at it, this Will Smith, one of the best actors of my time. Women love him across the board. Probably can have sex with any woman from that time period. You know what I mean? From the 90s to the 2000s, Will Smith could easily have had sex with any woman that he wanted to. Everybody knows him. He's extremely successful, top grossing box office hit, you know what I mean, movie star, music, you know what I mean, did his thing, started off as a rapper, just had success. Anything that you could typically want to do from an entertainment standpoint, Will Smith has just about done that. And how does Jada Pinkett treat him? She the woman who really knows him best treats him like a little dude. She treating him like Lil Junior. You know what I mean? Like you're not Tupac. Like, she would have rather had Tupac over this man. To the point where Will Smith said he was insecure about Tupac. He wished he could have been more like Tupac. You know what I mean? Out of all this success this man done had, everybody want this man out, but the woman who truly knows him the most treats him like a corny ass. You know what I mean? It's crazy to me, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of folks can't understand that, you know what I mean? Or it goes over their head as to why this transpires. You got the man daughter over there writing letters to Tupac, saying, oh my God, I wish Tupac could come back so my mom could be happy, and man, all this type of shit, man, just clowning the man out in his own home. And your daddy is this success story. It's crazy. But this is what goes on. So this is why I come here to tell you on today that you shouldn't be offended if you are corny. It's okay. Everybody not popping like that. Everybody's not witty. Everybody's not funny. Everybody's not standing on their 10 as a man. That's not everybody. And I'm not saying it's okay not to be a man. If you are a male, you should always be aspiring to be a man. But everybody is just not built to the point to where they're one of those individuals that always know the right thing to say, that they're cool, that they have the right appearance, they conduct themselves in a certain type of way, or they have a mind of their own. And to me, you can never be corny. If you truly have a mind of your own, you can't be corny. To me, a lot of times corniness comes in when you try to appease others or do what you feel should be done in certain aspects, as opposed to just doing what's natural to you. Especially if you was raised right and you was cut a certain way, a real man gonna do what he want to do anyway, period. You know what I mean? But the fact that Michael B. Jordan, and bringing this around full circle, the fact that he stopped the interview and gave this woman acknowledgement, took it for one and let you know that he was hurt by that. You know what I mean? To where him being on this high level of success stopped. The same way Will Smith stopped and stooped down and, oh my God, Tupac and this, that, and the third. The same way Michael B. Jordan coming out, damn, you calling me corny back in high school. How is this woman even significant, sir? You know what I mean? If you really was feeling yourself like that, if you was a real one, a real nigga, you know what I'm saying? Man, you wouldn't even give this big head woman no acknowledgement, man. The best way to defeat that would have just been just to stun on her, act like you don't know her. Because guess what? You know what I mean? That's what would have really did. Where I know you from? We went to high school together. Mama, I don't know you, man. Stop pump faking. You know what I mean? Stop acting like we cool. We wasn't all that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what it really would have did it to her. She was okay. You know what I'm saying? Don't stop the show and Oh, you said I was corny back in high school. What do you think about me now? Still corny. Corny. You know what I'm saying? You know. But that's just my take on it, man, you know. And I dare one of y'all niggas to jump in here like y'all did Joe Budden. See, Joe Budden can't speak because his ass corny too. It's always that's the pot calling the kettle black. But, you know, the kid, yeah, y'all can't approach me like that. Y'all can't come at the kid like that, you know what I mean? But, you know, it is what it is. You know, shout out to that brother, though. And, you know what I'm saying? And to all my corny out there, man, there's nothing wrong with being yourself, man. If you fall into that category, you know what I'm saying, it's all good. But don't be deceived into thinking that money, cars, jewelry, all this type of bull that the media is feeding you is going to prevent you from being a corny, you know. And we'll leave it there, of course. But until next time, certainly everybody under the sound of my voice, be blessed and take care.